Sup nerds, Free99 here, back with some more Once Upon a Galaxy. This time we've got Dr. Agon, Dragon, with a period in the middle, Thing in the Ice, and Luna Girl. Honestly, Luna Girl is pretty good just because they start with the Wonder Pup, and Wonder Pup is an animal, and animals are just the best, or at least tied for the best synergy in the game. Thing in the Ice is completely random. After you lose your first heart, your captain is revealed, and then we get double captain. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's terrible. Dr. Agon casts 3 spells to get a random common treasure, then improve this ability. This is really great for dragon synergy, but again, you don't really cast spells until mid to late game. So you either tank your team and you just cast spells on like whatever shitty common uncommon characters that you draft, in hoping to get like a legendary spell super early, or you just play normal. You basically don't get an ability, and then it's only late game that you start getting like abilities and such treasures, because your ability starts proccing. I'm not a big fan of them. We could also reroll, but I kind of want to play Luna Girl. If we were going to reroll, it would have been either the Thing in the Ice or Dr. Agon. So let's grab Luna Girl here. Hit the play. Wonder Pup is our first draft. And then we get Puts in Boots or Hamstar. I like Hamstar just because of the stats. Puts in Boots does ramp, but I feel like Hamstar is better, especially if we're going to increase its slots with stuff like the Hyena, or what's the other one, Little Bear, those kinds of cards. Pied Piper is not bad. It'll let us draft animals in our next shop. We've got Nesting Scrub Fowl, Flying Monkey, and Laser Shark. I think the Scrub Fowl is the best. They give the first slot +2/+0, and then Hamstar gives it an additional +1/+1. So it's now a 3/1 slot. And then Astro the Wonder Pop is basically just like a free 2 blind mice. So they get doubled buff. So now they're a 7/3. I think this is fine. We could also, well, no, because they're both 1/1s, right? We could put you in there as a 4/2, but I think the 7/3 is better. Let's keep the Scrub Fowl in the back. Hopefully we won't have to use it. And it looks like we are. And they win because they have a 0/1 egg. That's unfortunate. There's Baby Bear. We can start buffing slots. Cowardly Lion isn't terrible. It's got better stats than the Nestling Scrub Fowl. Plus, if we can somehow survive 3 hits, we do get an uncommon treasure. I'll take that and I'll put him up front. Best chance to take hits and hopefully survive. Every slot gets a 1 health buff, which is great. I would have loved the Jack in the Box 1/1 to attack. Okay, the Jack did attack the Cowardly Lion at least. That's something. So they survived 1, which is 1 more than what we had. If we go Hamstar here, buff it with the Presence of Gaia, that'll give the slot 3/3, which will give our Astro Pup even more stuff. Pyrat isn't terrible. It's definitely better than the Pied Piper, so I think we'll draft that. We'll put him up here. Hopefully we'll attack first and knock something out. Sweet, that's 1 less thing to attack us. Cowardly Lion did survive that attack, so 1 more closer. We healed our heart. Rose isn't terrible. We could use this to buff the shop, so everything's a little bit stronger. Upgrade Cowardly Lion. Mama Bear is amazing. But what do we get rid of though? Is Mama Bear better than Pyrat? It is. A part of me wants to replace Hamstar, but like the more we have Hamstar, the more its passive will accrue. Pyrat only buffs itself. Like, yes, Hamstar only buffs itself, but the slot that it's buffing can be passed on to somebody else. Pyrat only buffs itself and it's +2/+1. Mama Bear is +2/+2 and it's to everybody. The other choice would be to replace Baby Bear, but like Baby Bear's +1 health also buffs Astro Pup and Hamstar. So yeah, I think we switch Pyrat out. I think we put Hamstar back on top and we buff this offensive slot a lot more. Can one of you please attack? There we go. Cowardly Lion's passive now triggers, which is great. Cowardly Lion can't attack, by the way. That's the drawback to getting essentially a free... Ooh! Gemstone Garden is amazing. When you buff a slot, give it an additional +2/+2. So every single time Mama Bear triggers, it's +4/+4, and then this is a 2/1 instead. Punxsutawney Phil is pretty good here. I think it's good here. We replace Cowardly Lion because they've basically done what we've needed them to do. And then hopefully they can tank some attacks, respawn, and just keep tanking them. Pied Piper isn't bad. We are an animal build. We get to level up Astro Pup. And then we get to level them up again. Here comes the fun bit. So the way that Luna here works, when Astro Pup reaches 20 attacks, they gain their own special buff. And then it happens again at 40 and 60 attack. So right now we're going to grab the effect first. Supports, or effect, the treasure first. Supports affect all your characters, including themselves. I don't think we're going to be using this very well. This would be really great if we had phase in the back. Energizer, I think what we're going to go for here. Treasure buffs give an additional 2/2, which means this is now a 4/4, which means Mama Bear now buffs for 6/6, and Baby Bear buffs for 4/5. Galactic Rock isn't as good, I don't think. This is more generic. Every 2 turns, you get a free treasure. But because we can combine Energizer with something right now, I think this is the better item. So now our Astro the Wonder Pup is at 57 attack, thanks to all the synergies that we have. Start turn 7, so we can give them random common treasure plus treasure hoard. Hunt +2/+2 isn't bad. This does let them ramp. I think we'll take Sikkim. Also, Astro Pup has the same passive as the 3 blind mice, or 2 blind mice when they golden. The buffs are now tripled instead of doubled. Fetch isn't bad. Jump gives Sneak. Sneak lets them attack the back row first. So if our opponent has like phase in the back row that are buffing, that are supporting the front row, we could take them out. Heal, I think, is the worst here. +5 health is really not a whole lot. I'd rather have the utility of jump. But fetch isn't also bad, because we have 2 treasures already. We could probably get a couple more and ramp them up that way. Hopefully it's a good treasure. Again, Magic Acorn. Magic Acorn isn't all that good. We don't have supports in the back. These are like aura. They're not actually support skills. +6/2 on the first character you recruit each turn seems better than +6/+3 on just 3 characters. So we'll take the bow. I said we're not going to be using supports, but here's the support right here. Characters in front have hunt +4/+4. I mean, this requires our characters to hunt. This just needs to die. So if we swap it for Punxsutawney Phil... Also, like, Punxsutawney Phil doesn't really die a whole lot. We're kind of overbuff right now. You know what? You might be able to attack and die. Maybe that's the plan here. You're still a 3/2. Is it time to change you with somebody better? And I think the answer is yes. We have triple digits in Astro Pump while our opponents are still in like the 20s, which is insane. And Bunny is about to hit the 50s. So we've got Play KO'd. This is just a revive, and a revive on a 126, 138 is insane. Heal is horrible. +3/+3 is slightly better than heal. It gives more stats. We're getting play KO'd. None of these interest me, but at least when Two-Headed Dragon gets golden, we get 2 epic treasures. Starlight Starbright isn't that great. It's +1/+1 to everybody. We don't have any silvers, so they don't really get the +4/+4. We'll grab the Two-Headed Dragon in hopes that we find it again. Ooh, now this is a choice. Training, Ninja in Training isn't horrible. It does have sneak and range, which means sneak lets you hit the back row first, and then range means you don't physically attack the opponent, so you never take damage when they attack. But I think the ramp on Anne Bunny is better. Through the Looking Glass is here too. Transform a character into the shop's rarity. So we could ditch Baby Bear, turn it into a random epic. That is a play, but honestly, the +4/+5 that we get from Baby Bear every single turn is pretty good. Ace of Hearts isn't bad. We could recruit this and then hope that it shows up again later. Nah, let's go Ninja in Training. If we can go to Ninja in Training, we at least get a epic treasure. You know, if the games last long enough, which it might. Cheshire Cat is taking a beating here, but I don't think they're gonna go down. GG's, Yodani boy. Goldilocks is amazing here, and so is Two Blind Mice. Oh, both of these are really good. Goldilocks, when you buff another slot, give my slot that much. Because Baby Bear and Mama Bear buffs all the slots, this is basically gonna go... This is gonna go crazy. But Two Blind Mice is just like Astro the Wonder Pop without all the buffs that we've given them. So they also ramp pretty well. I think we take Goldilocks, we replace Cheshire Cat. Because Cheshire Cat is probably not gonna die. Like, Cheshire Cat is probably not gonna die. We have out-ramped everybody. And then maybe if we see Two Blind Mice again, we'll pick them up after Goldilocks have buffed themselves to infinity. This is a free shop. We'll take it. Thorn isn't bad here. Give the characters in the shop +1 attack. Daedalus. Recruit. Give each of your slot +5/+5, which does increase gemstone, which does synergize with Gemstone Garden. I think that's the best here. Plus, if we can find them 2 more times, we get a legendary treasure. It's definitely better than Presence of Gaia. So now Goldilocks is triple digits. Laundry and taxes. I mean, you've been unbeaten until now. I'm sorry, but we have ramped way more than you have. Start turn 10. We got a free Pirate here. This gives us another shop. Jabberwocky would be alright if we didn't already have a stacked team. We'll take the free shop. None of these seem good to me. Ember might be the best, just because it gives everybody +1/+1. Elm Minister? Cast 4 spells in a single turn. Buffs from spells give additional +10. We're not playing mages. Fires of Ares is also pretty good if we want to like give this to Astro the Wonder Pop. It gets triple points. So this would actually give it what, like 24 attack? And then buffing their slot gives Goldilocks a slot buff. So yeah, it's better than Ember. We get another Ninja in Training here, which isn't bad. Hopefully we can golden them. And Bunny gets an upgrade. We'll take that. These are pretty horrible. Jack Frost isn't good enough. +5 health is not good enough. Greenbeard needs to hunt. We could give him Anne Bunny's spot, but honestly, Anne Bunny ramping themselves is kind of good. Also, none of these are animals. so we would lose the buffs from Mama and Papa Bear. What big teeth you have on Astro the Wonder Pop? Make them hit even harder. Master Space, GG's, my friend, but it is time for you to go. I don't think you can even knock out any of our characters. Turn 11. Long John Silver isn't bad here. They're not an animal, but they can turn all of our characters silver. It's better than Tink and Itsy Bitsy. Monstro is crazy. Monstro is pretty insane. +6/+6 for each animal you have recruited in this game. And then they have 100 attack. We got a legendary item. Goldilocks has given this spot essentially +300, +300. I want to keep her. I think it's time to let Anne Bunny go. Like 39 attack versus 146 is too minuscule. Our front 3 slots have triple digits. That's insane. Monstro does trigger. Unfortunately, this is the end of the game, so we don't even get to see what legendary item we get. We are back to bronze. It is a brand new season, so we're back to having bronze. I'm not entirely sure if we actually made it to silver last time, but let's go ahead and play again. So we've got Melody. I do like Melody. Every 4 cards you pick, your buffs from spells give an additional +1/+1. This ramps very well into endgame when you're casting spells onto your characters. Green Harpolia? I don't play this character very much. When you collect a treasure, give your characters in shop +1/+1 for each treasure you've got this turn. Unless we play like dragons or have crazy luck goldening characters, you don't really get a whole lot of treasure. Roulette is pretty new. On turn 9, transform your characters into random legendary characters. That's kind of crazy. It doesn't matter what we grab, we just get random legendaries if we can live long enough. I think we're gonna pick Melody, but let's see what Roulette has behind them. Indiana Clones isn't the greatest. First shop in the game is 3 treasures. On turn 10, clone your 3 highest rarity treasures. I mean, treasures are a hit and miss. They could be good, they could be bad. I'd like Melody because it ramps very well into late game. Thorn isn't terrible here. But then Daughter of Athena and Evil Stepmother gives us a direction to build towards. I'd rather have the DPS increase for future grabs. Nesting Scrub Fowl makes Thorn less shitty, so I think I'll take them. Unfortunately, we do lose the first fight. Flying Monkey isn't bad here. We can start sniping the back row. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is pretty good, honestly. They become like a 4/1 that summons a 1/4. We get quote-unquote 1 more character than the enemy. There goes our character triggering the ability for our shops to get a little better. We do get the heal here. So now Silver Moon gives turns a character silver and +2/+2, which isn't bad. Do we go animals again? We do have 2 animals. Technically a 3rd one now. Katamari counts as everything. Laser Shark is an animal. I think we take Katamari, we put them in the front in hopes that they get to attack first and they just buff themselves. Jack in the Box is slightly better than Thorn because they're a 2/1 and they get to summon a character. Baby Bear is better than Scrub Fowl, so we'll keep them in the back. Flying Monkey is fine where they are. Perfect! We knocked out another heart. Cowardly Lion, this early is pretty good. We can replace Jack in the Box. So now we have all slots getting buffed by Baby Bear. Thunder Penny, if only you counted as an animal because of your parrot, you would have been great. Because we are stacking spell buffs, that would have been awesome, but unfortunately you're not. Jack Frost, Jill Sunshine, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather have the buffs in the slots for late game purposes. Presence of Gaia here isn't bad, +3/3. Maybe we give it to Cowardly Lion and they're able to survive more. That gave +4/+4 because the passive triggers first. That's kind of cool. There's a survival. There's another survival. Unfortunately, we do lose this. But they did survive twice. Hamstar is crazy. We're going to replace Flying Monkey here. No, we're going to replace Nesting Scrubfowl. Grodo is insane. +6/+6 this early. We'll give it to Katamari. Or do we give it to Flying Monkey? Flying Monkey, able to take out the back row, I think is good. Shrink T on Flying Monkey is annoying, because now they have 1 health. There is our last survive. We did win. We get to heal back to full. What item do we want? Encyclopedia? Spells counts towards Treasure Hoard? That's not bad. There is a spell that gives our characters Treasure Hoard. And in the end game, we're going to want to make most use of this passive. So we're going to be spamming the heck out of spells. Rusty Blade is also decent. Your characters have +5 attack when you lose a fight. Destroy me to get 2 random common treasures. So it becomes worse tier treasures. But we get 2 of them. Let's take the Encyclopedia. I think this is going to be the better of the options. Shoemaker Elves isn't bad here. Improve the buffs of your next treasure by +1/+1. We don't have to recruit them. We can just put them in the junk and we'll still get the passive buff. Katamari leveling up is awesome. This gives us a brand new shop. Fairy Godmother is pretty good. Each fight give your other characters +1/+1. You're not an animal though, so your slot buff will never trigger. Sugar Plum Fairy is also pretty decent. When you recruit a Fae, including me, give your shop +1/+1. We could buff our shop. That might be better. Our stats are looking bigger than our opponents, which is good for us. We win this. Turn 7. Shoemaker buffs the next treasure even more. I like that. I like that. Golden Katamari. Hopefully we get a treasure that actually does buffs. No, that's a bit of a waste. Hunt +6/+6 is pretty good. Villains attack, it gets 7/2. We do technically have 2 villains, but I think we're going to be replacing Flying Monkey very soon. Katamari, when they attack, they get +2/+2. Plus a hunt of 6/6 just buffs them even further. Blackbeard's parrot is an animal. Unfortunately, it only buffs pirates. We could do Fire of Ares, where Hamstar is, and just give that slot a little bit bigger stats. Oh, it's +12/+4 now because of Melody. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is working out great. Unfortunately, we are going to lose this. Our characters aren't that strong. We haven't seen many good animals to replace them. Huff and Puff is a bit weird in this stage. I would have liked to seen it early. We might gamble on the 15 well, no, we could also play Chaos, get a random spell, which could be better than Huff and Puff. Let's gamble. Lightning Bolt is better, 20 damage. We don't get buffs from it, but it's still something. Hungry Hyena is a choice. I think we swap the 2 of you and then Hungry Hyena in the back. Could be a thing. We are ramping pretty well here. At least Katamari is. The rest of our team is kind of stagnant. We really need some better animals to show up. Oberon here, I think might be the pick. We haven't seen much animals. So the +20 attack that it gives is kind of nutty. We could also do Jack-in-the-Box just to get a refreshed shop. All for 1 isn't bad. +6/+6 if we win the next fight. And then an additional 6/6 after that. These are permanent buffs though. I kind of want to replace at the very least Cowardly Lion and Hamstar. So We'll go for a free shop. Hamstar level up is another free shop. Baby Bear level up is another free shop. Oh dear. Is Pyrat the play here? I don't think it is. It's got worse stats than Hamstar. The Minotaur is also not a good play. Frankenstein's Doctor. Your characters have farewell, give my slots 6/6. That's kind of better than Cowardly Lion, honestly. And I kind of want to hide them in the back so that everybody dies before them. And at least then, when we replace them, they get better stats. We can get another free shop with Nesting Scrubfowl. Because you're going to buff the slot, we're going to swap Hamstar here for now. Buff that slot and then swap them back. Friar Tuck is decent. Friar Tuck is decent. We're at an endgame. We're going to be casting spells because of Melody here. So to get an extra shop of spells is pretty decent. I'm not holding my breath on this one. We do have ramp, but it's not great. Like, I'm pretty sure we've lost this one. At least we took out one of their characters. That's something. Cowardly Lion is a free shop. We'll take it. The Kraken is pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go the Kraken. Hopefully he can kill something. Shoemaker Elves gives us a rare treasure. We could Eureka, but I don't think we do have a mage. We do technically have a mage. And it gives us another shop to cast another spell. But this is a rare item that almost guarantees +2/+2. I think we take the item. Probably a terrible idea. Alchemist shop I would grab in a heartbeat if we didn't have a +2/+2 waiting in the wings. We basically skip all the golden characters, or golden. We skip all the silver characters and go straight into golden, which gives us more items. Hunter Horn, give double your hunt abilities. We do have one, so this gives +16/+16. The other thing we could do is Aphrodite's Tears. Your characters have +7/+7. This ramps more than this, but I think we need the stats from this. I don't even know if Kraken can kill anything. This at least guarantees that Kraken does have a bit of a buff. See, like 116 attack. That's just okay. Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot this time around. I think we start abusing Friar Tuck and Melody here. +9/+7. Give everybody +9/+7. This is a free Kraken. I'm just going to take this. Greed is what I've been looking for. Give a character treasure hoard 1. We're going to give that to Kraken. We get a free spell. Papa Bear is insane here. Well, not insane, but it is good. +6 or +4/+4. This is a free shop, and Twinkle Twinkle we might not even last until the next character recruitment. Question is, what do we replace? If this is our last fight, then Frankenstein's Doctor doesn't make any sense. Because it triggers the buffs after they die. So the +4/+4 on Papa Bear is a little bit more worth it. We have slightly bigger stats than Master Space. So I think we get to live one more. I don't think GG's Master Space. I don't think... Oh. I was saying I don't think we can catch up to the other character, but Guardian the Grove is pretty good. When one of your animals attacks, give each of your characters +5/+5. I think it's better than a +3/+3 on the front. +4/+0 on the front. And a common item. I don't know if we're going to be able to make use of Friar Tuck here. So I think it's time to let them go. Huff and Puff is just too low of a damage. It's not going to kill anyone. I think who's the best? 24, 22, 17. So it's like that. We want Guardian of the Grove to be the last killed. So that their passive triggers the most amount of times. Bronze Goose. We could try to golden you, but I don't think we're gonna last past this round. Yeah, like 161. Plus they have a Spirit of Vengeance. We killed the Spirit of Vengeance with our highest damaging character. That's as bad as it gets. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. Oh, we did win. We somehow won. But Spirit of Vengeance is gonna be like triple digits now, which is gonna be insane. There's no way we can beat them. We could double here and make them like a 200 point attacker. It's better than a common treasure, I'm pretty sure. The 156, we have a chance. All for one isn't terrible here. Give our characters +10/+10. This is basically our end game. So we'll do that. And if we somehow win, which there's no point because it's the last fight. Oh, you're not as big as I thought you do. When I gain attack and health equal to the damage I was dealt. Yeah. Didn't we deal like over 100 damage to you? That's crazy. We somehow pulled victory out of the jaws of defeat. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's keep going. Roulette is back. I don't think I care for Boy Who Cried Wolf. We've been playing too much animals. Nemesis, when one of your hearts are emptied, choose to improve the buffs from your character's spells or treasures. That's not bad. Nemesis is actually pretty good if we go Fae. Roulette. Roulette, I still kind of want to play because of just how chaotic it is. Let's see what else is there. I'm leaning towards Nemesis, honestly. Princess Animal, more animals. Your animals are also mages, fays, pirates, heroes, and villains. Your animals are basically everything. All of the good ones that buff themselves. Yeah, I think we played too much animals. Let's go Nemesis and maybe try to go towards Fae. That'd be fun. Puck is pretty cool here. Almirage? Salamandreat, when you recruit another Fae or animal, give my slot +1/+1. This does give us a bit more leeway on going for animals again, or if we want to go Fae. It's not as good as Hamstar, but it is something. It also starts as a 0-1, which is unfortunate. I think we take Puck. At least Puck is a little bit more generic. Pix and Puck on the same pack, or on the same store, is horrible because they're both support. So one has to support the other. I think we're gonna do this. We're probably gonna lose this. Ooh, we're not. I'll take that. I'll take that. So now you can be in the back, and whoever gets the middle buff is gonna be uber buffed. So like Jack in the Box is now a 3/3, I believe. And then when they die, they summon another 3/3. Silver Puck here is pretty good. We'll take that. Silver Pix, pretty good as well. Thorn to buff the shop is something. Wind Up Toy on top of Pix is pretty good too. Just let them get attacked quite a few times. Yeah, let's take Wind Up Toy. A 0-5. Now it's a 2-4. Here comes our other 3/3. Well, it's a 1/3 now, unfortunately. Start turn 3 here. Pirate, I think, is the best. So we're gonna grab them. All of these are terrible. Gentle Giant, maybe. Let's meet in a tavern instead. Whirladoo? What are you? When you lose a fight or tie, I get +4/+4. That's not bad. That is not bad. Is that better than what we have, though? I mean, I've never used you before, so I kind of want to check you out. So we want to either lose or tie, or I guess if we lose or tie, I mean, we win, so that's something. Peachy Queen, we can buff the next Fae that we grab. Kind of goes towards the Fae build that we're leaning towards. We're trying to shoehorn in. I don't think any of these are good. Let's just buff the next thing that we recruit. Hopefully it's a Fae. Our stats are not growing, which is the unfortunate part. But we finally lost one. Whirladoo gets a buff. Shoemaker Elf. Improve buffs on your next treasure by +2/+2. I don't even know if we're gonna get a treasure. Katamari here. +2/+2 when they attack. They don't have to kill anything, they just have to attack. isn't bad. I think Jack in the Box is not good anymore. We'll go Wind Up Toy to replace them. Scale Singers, I've never seen you before. Treasure Hoard 1, Prophecy. Have 5 mages during a fight. When I complete my prophecy, become Thraxus. Which is, when you become Thraxus, transform all your mages into dragons. What the heck? When you recruit a dragon, get a random treasure. This is kind of crazy. Like the Fae thing hasn't really been working. Maybe we pivot into mages. Maybe we pivot into mages. Blackjack is also pretty good. We could start stacking treasures. It's honestly better than Pirate right now. We'll take them. We're going to move Whirly-Doo up front. We want Blackjack to be the biggest. The first time I survive damage each fight, I get a random common treasure. We want you to be uber buffed and fill our stuff with treasures. Thorn here is better now that we had the Bay Princess to buff it. So yeah, we'll just buff the shop a little bit more. I'm not feeling good about this run, honestly. Like our dragon there didn't even survive the hit. So here we go, we lost our first treasure. Improved buffs from our characters by +1/+1. We're kind of leaning towards treasures with Blackjack here. So I kind of want to go Verdict. We're playing Protect the king being Blackjack. How do we protect it even more? I think we go Shrink Tea, so we can guarantee kill something maybe next turn. Golden Wind-Up Toy isn't bad. This gives us our first treasure. Hopefully it's something good. Your first slot has +1/+6. That's not horrible. This makes Whirly-Doo a little bit stronger. Also makes you a little bit stronger. We want to give you the health though. You need to survive. We shrunk the Ant Bunny, which isn't bad. There we go. We got a skeleton key. That's even better. Unfortunately, this only triggers once. Alexis07, I can't believe there was somebody worse than me. GG's. Sparkles is pretty good. Sparkles does give ramp. Sugar Plump Fairy also gives ramp, but I'd rather take Sparkles than, like, Huck. Rose isn't bad here. We could buff the store even more. We'll go Rose. Everybody gets a little bit stronger. We might be able to take this out. We did. Okay, cool. I don't know if we're gaining points, but we are surviving. We're gonna Twinkle Twinkle here. White Whale looks like good stats, but the fact that you give your opponent treasures is a little annoying. Twinkle Twinkle. Lost in the Woods gives us another shop, which isn't bad. I don't like the rest of these, honestly. We're not playing animals, so Papa Bear isn't good. We didn't take the mage stuff, so the other two weren't good either. Blackjack getting better. Gives us more stuff. Ditto, each turn, clone one of your common treasures, then improve this ability. I think it's gonna be stuck in uncommon, which isn't bad. Astral Navigator. Farewell, summon the smallest character from your starting deck and give it +10/+10. That's kind of cool. That's kind of funny. Ditto gives us more treasures. Yeah, Ditto gives us more treasures. I mean, there's not much to it. Pix, I think the +5 health has worn out its welcome. Or +2 health. It's not even +5 health. It's not even Jack Frost. So yeah, let's go battle. We should survive here. Yeah, we do. We get a carving fork. That's something. That's a 50 attack Nessie. We weren't going to beat that. There's the ticking time. Oh, that's what you copied? So now the next time we lose a fight, we get a two random legendary treasures. Please, can I talk today? Bronze Goose. Do we replace Whirly-Doo? No, we don't. It sorta has better stats and it can get stronger. Let's turn everybody silver. This might give us more treasures. That's their legendary lineup. That's kind of scary. I don't think we can beat this. We are back to to not having a great team, but let's see if we can't make it any better. Our legendary treasure is a Hand of Midas and a gingerbread oven. When one of your characters is KO'd, give your other characters +4/+4. Make a random character golden in your first shop each turn. Golden legendaries would be cool, but it could be anything. It could be like a random golden common. Do we buff items even more? And I think the answer is yes, because we've already gone down this path. So we got a golden astral navigator. The stats aren't great. The stats are not great. We could try to meet in a tavern here. Sorcerer mob. When you summon another character, we don't summon characters. That's horrible. Tatiana or Titania is the best here. +20 health. What do we replace? As unfortunate as it is, Wind Up Toy might be better. No, it's not. Is it? You give +4/+4. No, we replace Wind Up Toy. We move you down here. I think this is GG's. They even got a buff from that. That's crazy. That's horrible. Yeah, our stats are just weren't there. Unfortunate. 3rd place here. I've got time for one more. Let's do this. Roulette is back for a 3rd time. We've passed you so many times that I think it's finally time to grab you. Sir Galahad, I think, is pretty horrible. You get an epic treasure. It might not even synchronize with the rest of what you grab. Candy Panda, we're not guaranteed to grab treasures every single turn, so the passive might not even trigger once. Roulette, I mean, I've passed you too many times. It's time to play the game. So we need characters that last until turn 9. Friendly Spirit, we could lean towards heroes, but honestly, animals are pretty decent. Underdog will grab you. Won the first fight. This is another animal. I guess we're just gonna go animal until we get whatever random thing we get on turn 9. Flying Monkey, extra shop. Peachy Queen, if we grab Peachy Queen here, and then like Rose or Thorn show up again, we could absolutely grab like some more shop buffs. Itsy Bitsy is also just better stats though. Plus it's an animal, so it gives us that synergy if we get Hyena or Baby Bear. Yeah, we'll go Itsy Bitsy Spider. Flying Monkey should attack first. Take out Puck? No? That's annoying. We still won though, so that's good. Puss in Boots? Sure, is an animal. We'll grab him. Here's the Hungry Hyena. I think we get rid of Itsy Bitsy Spider just because it's a vanilla. And then we'll move you here. No, we'll move you here. Do we want you attacking first? We probably want you attacking first. Yeah, like something like this. But by the time you attack, their back row might be disappeared. I don't know. Let's stick to this. We win. That's something. Start turn 4. Golden Flying Monkey. Lesser Mimic isn't bad here. Transforms into a copy of the next treasure we discover. It could be something really good or it could be something bad. We might not die for a while, so ticking time top could be amazing. Bounty Contract is the most consistent out of all of them, because we might not even get another treasure. I do like the idea of maybe getting a legendary item. All of these are horrible. I don't want any of them. We'll just buff the next thing that we grab. Goose is ramping up that slot very well. We win another one. We'll take it. We'll take it. Hit Icarus. Farewell, if I'm golden, discover an epic treasure, but then I never return. I don't know if we're ever gonna golden you. We could meet in a tavern, maybe get a mama bear. It's a nameless one. When you golden me, transform me to a random legendary character. We're already gonna do that, buddy. I hate to inform you this, we're already gonna do that. And we don't even need to golden them. We could greed somebody. When they transform, they do get to keep all of the stuff that we give them. So maybe we do greed the flying monkey? We should easily win this one. Oh, it's a draw. Interesting. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Down came the rain. Might be the best here. Then again, Fairy Godmother, we could start buffing the characters. Well, I mean, we are already buffing the slots, which is kind of like buffing the characters. Down came the rain, buffs the slots, we'll take it. Mama Bear is good here. What do we replace? Underdog hasn't triggered once. Ooh, attacking Punxsutawney might have been like the worst decision we had. There we go. Punxsutawney needs to attack in order for it to stop. Papa Bear is crazy. Papa Bear is crazy. We get rid of Puss in Boots. We put Flying Monkey up front. Foul Lich is also pretty good. Gain +1/+1 when another animal is KO'd and we are all animals. Unfortunately, I don't want to get rid of anything. We invested into you already, so I don't want to get rid of you. Maybe we just buff Hamstar to buff this slot even more. This countdown, by the way, is how many turns left until we get the legendary characters. Start turn 8. Next turn, we get a bunch of legendaries. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies. But we could also just buff what we have, and I think that's what we're going to do. When they transform, they're going to keep all the buff stats. Pick a peck of peppers? We could guarantee an animal in our next shop. Do we care? A little bit? There are some very good legendary animals. We keep buffing Flying Monkey. We head into battle. Our stats aren't as big as theirs. We might lose this, is the unfortunate part. Oh no, we win, we win, we win. They had bigger front row, but their back row was weak. Here we go. We got Tatiana, Merlin, Jabberwocky, Nessie, and Shadowmancer. Tatiana needs to be in the back. I want to replace Nessie right away because they're just a vanilla. Jabberwocky is pretty good. You want to be buffed. Merlin also needs to stay. We're in endgame, so we're probably going to just spam the heck out of spells. Shadowmancer, hunt the next time you cast a spell, cast it again. Which does work with Merlin, honestly. Wait, hold up here. Because you have a farewell, and you're going to be attacking third, you want the last slot. You want the first slot so you can trigger your hunt. Captain Hook isn't bad. Hunt +20 attack and summon the KO'd character. Slightly better than Nessie in terms of utility. And I think we're going to replace Nessie because of that. All of these are terrible. Starlight, Starbright is basically the same as Ember. But at least Starlight, Starbright triggers Merlin. So let's use that. +47 attack. Can you guess? Okay, so we do get their passive to trigger, which is awesome for us. Let's see what we do. True Love's Kiss is kind of crazy here. Transform a character into a random character 1 rarity higher. Because these are legendaries, we could get like secret rare characters. Cast it again though, which means it'll cast it on the same character. That's the problem. It'll cast it on the same character. So it's not like we get 2 secret rares, we just get 1. And if the first secret rare is better than the second one, I'll just feel terrible. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's see what we get. We get Doppelganger, but not actually. We get Ghost Armor. Ghost Armor, farewell, give another character my attack and health. So you want to be there. Because you want to die, and maybe you'll give Tatiana or Jabberwocky your 5146. 3 bags full for a common item. Sure. It's better than any of these, honestly. What do we get here? Plus triggers Merlin. Oh, it went up a tier because of Lucky Chest. Not bad, not bad. Pirates in your shop, we don't care for. Recruit abilities, trigger twice. We could get a 4th health bar. We'll take the 4th health bar. That's not bad. Here we go. Ooh, their stats are way bigger than ours. We are screwed. Yeah, that was not gonna happen. It's a good thing we had a different health bar. All of these are terrible. Let's just buff ourselves some more. Hopefully we can get into triple digits, like actual good triple digits. Oberon is crazy. Oberon is actually crazy. Who do we swap though? Shadowmancer has too low of an attack. So Oberon yeah, Oberon replaces you. We go Jabberwocky on top. You get attack buff, Merlin gets both buff, and then Ghost Armor gets the defense buff. We can easily take this guy out. GG's, Con Artist. GG's. Start turn 12. True Love's Kiss, we could get another secret character. Who would we even want, though? Jabberwocky? Maybe? Turns into something better? Paul Bunyan? Paul Bunyan's insane. Each fighter becomes bigger than the largest enemy character. That's insane. Lost in the Woods. So it doesn't matter how big our enemies gets, we get bigger. Merlin, silver, I'll take that. We can silver somebody else. Bahamut is pretty cool, but we don't have enough items for the Treasure Hoard 5 to do anything. We don't have a way to cast multiple spells. If we still had the Shadowmancer and it actually hunted, Elmeister would be good. I think we silver Paul Bunyan, or maybe we silver Oberon and hope that we find its golden counterpart. 217. They also have their own Tatiana. Every single time I say their name, it's always something different. Start turn 13. The Kraken, I think, is too late. Huff and Puff is too small of a damage. Mockingbird and Mighty Mouse, we have not gone animals, so it's pointless to have them. Maybe we grab Kraken in hopes to golden them. Silver Nessie gives us another shop. Happily Ever After isn't bad here. It gives one of our characters +4/+4, and if we win, it'll give an additional 4/4. We could give that to Ghost Armor. No, we make sure Paul Bunyan kills somebody. We give it to Ghost Armor. I think it makes more sense to give it to Ghost Armor, just because they pass their stats on to somebody else. Dill Pickle is about to go crazy here because their ability is about to trigger once we murder them here. If we murder them here, we're not gonna murder them here. Unfortunately, they still kick our butts. They actually healed off of us. Okay, well, here's our legendary shop item. After 5 of your characters attack, get a bonus shop of all legendary characters. That's not bad. That's not bad. Shadowmancer, we'll upgrade you. Or we'll upgrade you. We'll grab a new shop from you. Fires of Ares gives Paul Bunyan bigger stats, or we give it to Ghost Armor. Maybe we give it to Ghost Armor. No, Paul Bunyan is going to be our carry here. Twinkle Twinkle at least triggers Merlin. Okay, let's do this. 600. Well, nope. They're still bigger than us. They are still a heck of a lot bigger than us. Total stat-wise. No, this is a tie then. Okay, I'll take a tie. I'll take a tie. We could grab some more secret rares. Who do we secret rare though? Oh god. Who do we secret rare is the question here. Everybody's pretty good. Plus 40 health, plus 20. You give a constant 5/5. We secret rare the Merlin, I guess. Big Bad Wolf is insane. If you can hunt and kill something, you go crazy. I want you there. No, I want you here. No, I want you there. I want you there. I want you to attack first, and I want you to kill the low health 3 blind mice. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see what happens. Over the rainbow doubles the stats on the next thing that we recruit. Can you even kill the 3 blind mice? Maybe kill Guardian of the Grove? Nice, nice, nice. That's like almost plus 100, plus 100. Do we knocked out 1,000 triple digits. Oberon golden. I will take golden Oberon any day of the week, buddy. Each fight, give your characters plus 3 for each shop. Yeah, sure, we'll take it. Maybe we'll see some silver characters. Stroke of Midnight isn't bad. We can turn their best character into a common character. But honestly, our triple digit or quadruple digit Big Bad Wolf is probably going to carry us. The rest of these don't matter. We're just trying to get as many shop pulls as we can to crank out the Galactic Mega Mall as high as possible. We'll give you 2 Ghost Armor. Pass on your savings to everybody else. I'm still scared of when Dill Pickles reaches 1 health, because then their ability will trigger, which is gonna happen now. So they just uber buff their field, and they're gonna get like double, two more shops. They could get uber buffed here. We can get a legendary item from Shadowmancer. Zeus isn't bad. Statue of Olympus. Each fight cast a lightning bolt, then everybody gets 5/5. It's an extra 20 damage that we didn't have before. Tiamat's Claw. When 5 of your characters get KO'd, get a random treasure. That could give us more treasure. Chain of Camaraderie. When you recruit a character, I think we're done recruiting characters. Statue of Olympus, I think, is the best. Yeah, it's an extra 20 damage. This is an extra shop. Silvering everybody. Oh, we could greed somebody here. We could actually greed somebody. I think Tatiana is greeted. Yeah, Treasure Hoard 1. We could greed the Big Bad Wolf. Let's greed the Big Bad Wolf. Pisces isn't bad. Buffs from Fae give an additional 3/3 for the rest of the game. These 2 are Fae. So they now give like +3, +43. That is something. Dill Pickle, it's been fun, but I think this is GG's. They couldn't even get to triple digits. Do they? No, they don't. They do. They did get to triple digits. Unfortunately, we are at 2,394. Who is scared of Big Bad Wolf? Obviously, Dill Pickles is. That's gonna be it for this episode. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.